So I'm trying to be Flicarguy right now. I'm the gadget.
So now we're moving into the Exotica section. So that's where all the nice cars are. Get closer, you can hear me. Let's go. I won't say what this is yet. Somebody put in the comments if they know what this is. I'll give it away right there. Pagani Noire Roadster. Yes, that's purple carbon. Automotive arts. This thing looks ludicrous in person. What's crazy is I prefer the coupe. I prefer the coupe to the roadster because on the roadster the doors do not go up like on the coupe. Go figure. So this is that new Pininfarina. Probably saying that wrong, but I'ma stick to it. For anybody that doesn't know who Pininfarina is, if you notice on my Maserati has that same little inscription there because it's all designed by the same person. So he designed for Ferrari, he designed for Maserati. So this is their own vehicle. 1900 horsepower. I'm going to tell you what it's called in a minute because I do not remember what this thing is called. It looks pretty crazy though. Batista, that was it, like the wrestler. So this is looks to be another one of these zero emissions battery operated hypercars for all the Porsche purists out there. Now who's a real car person? Who can tell me what this is? Who can even tell me who makes this? If you're a real car person. This was a supercar way ahead of its time. This is from 94 and had 680 horsepower in 94. So imagine that, way ahead of its time by Jaguar. 600 LT. And here's this Speedster 911. I don't know what I think about it. It's just hella expensive, and it's just because they made it in limited production and has this like funky roof contraption that's not even, it's not even an automatic roof. You have to physically get out of the car to put this roof down, and then physically get out of the car again to put the roof up. So I don't know how I feel about they're charging so much money and it's not even an automatic drop top. It does look nice though. And here's the 918 Spider, one of the Holy Trinity. For those that don't know, it's like 900 horsepower. And then here, again, you'd have to really know your cars to know the significance of this car. It's an 87 959 that had a twin turbo and 444 horsepower. And this is back in 87. This car was way ahead of its time and had a lot of technology that got put into cars later on. Sorry. So this car was way ahead of its time with its race technology, like all-wheel drive and all kinds of different race shit that later got put into a lot of the newer cars. So this was an iconic car. The back of that 918 sitting nasty. See that speedster back, but you have to physically put the roof up. It's the dumbest design ever. And here we have Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, looks like. All the carbon, the crazy aero. So they opted to not put the SVJ on the side, which is like I think a $25,000 option to have the SVJ put on there. Crazy aero on this car. All of these openings you're seeing in the front of the car is all for downforce and aerodynamics. Take a quick look at this Felino CB7R. So this is apparently the first Canadian-built supercar. Looks like a straight race car. Available now, apparently. So I'm gonna take a quick look at Alfa Romeo here, just because they're different, and I feel like I don't see a lot of them on the road, so they're kind of unique because a lot of people aren't sure what it is. So it's still not super popular over here in North America, but I think it's a nice alternative to some of these cars out here. You got all your carbon fiber, your red seats. Look how big the paddle shifters are. Really nice. Really nice big aluminum paddle shifters. Carbon fiber, so it's a lot nicer than a lot of cars in this segment. Nice leather work in the seats. So this is the Stelvio. So this is the fast version of this car. The Quadrifoglio Star is the fast version. This one sits at 70,000, but they make one of these that has 400 plus horsepower, which is probably this one. Yeah, there's the emblem right there. So this is the Stelvio Quadrifoglio. If you're gonna do it, this is how you do it. Best sounding, lots of power. So as you can see, we jump up about 50 G's from the standard one. This gives you 505 horsepower.
Buongiorno. The Sport Italy vehicle wearing the Alfa Romeo badge is sure to be unlike any other SUV. The Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio is defined by its unique Italian design and refined luxury. The Mairs
breezed through Cadillac real quick. My little bro loves Cadillacs, so I'll give him a quick look. This is that XT5. So this is your mid-size joint. NFC, a lot of digital stuff. Look at the mirror, it's like edgeless. Interior is real nice. Right? Then you have the entry level. You have the XT4, which is smaller. So you have the XT4, XT5, and then the XT6. This is my favorite looking one. You don't think this looks good? Huh? Look at the front. I don't like the wheels, but like look how mean the front looks. I like it.
Hey, what?
I'm gonna go. So this is the interior. How do you open this? I like it. And then you have the CT5V. Is this a real V or just giving the V name out? Twin turbo V6, 10 speed, 360 horsepower. So this isn't a true V with the crazy horsepower. Still a good looking car. And then this is the big news. So this is the 2021 Escalade. Now I was hoping to get a look inside for you guys, but I guess because it's not released, it's too new. They have it up on this little pedestal, but this is a 2021 joint. Looks super massive in the front, and this screen is stupid. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can zoom in. The screen is crazy. I'm gonna go around so you can see it better, but this is what it looks like from the back. So again, this is a 2021 model year, so this is what it's gonna look like moving forward. The big news to me is this screen. Like this screen inside is crazy. It curves around. As you can see people behind. Let me get up a bit closer here. So as you can see, the screen curves all the way around. So that's crazy. They're finally catching up on some of this screen action. So what are you saying, upgrade? So here's the X3M. So For those that thought that a X3 was just a regular little boring SUV, this version of the X3 has 503 horsepower. That probably costs about 100K. You can see it's pretty much the same as the regular X3 inside, except for the carbon fiber. You got that performance wheel with the M mode buttons, seats. It's pretty crazy. It's a meaner interpretation of the regular X3. So my girl has the X3. So what do you think about your X3? What do you think about your X3?
I love my X3, but this, you already know.
That's what it is?
Next.
That's next? We're going X6M next? You heard it here first.
Look at the inside.
So, what do you guys think? I'm iffy about this back end. I think I like the back end of the previous generation a little bit more. I don't know, it's too... You guys tell me what you think in the comments below, but I'm not sold on the back end of the new one. But the rest of it though, this red and black interior, carbon fiber drip, Bowers and Wilkins sound system. Got the big 315s on the back. Lots of grip. 315, 3022. Give you guys a quick look inside here. So you can see all the details. It has all the M stitching in here. Your M buttons, carbon fiber, everything. And this is cool in a lot of the new M cars. You have this light up M in here. What do you guys think? This looks the best to me. Out of the SUVs, to me the X5M looks better than the X6M. This is, look how brolic the front is.
It's so annoying.
Big, mean. And it's an X5M competition, so look at that horsepower. 617 horsepower. This is their new stuff, the Defender. This is supposed to be their rugged off-road utility type. You see this shit here. This is supposed to be like their rugged utility type SUV. So as you can see, it's like a big square with all the off-road gear and all this stuff. Little floating display. It's kind of cool. Big deal. So this is the new Aston Martin DBX. So Aston Martin came into the SUV game. This is their SUV. Now you can see that they drew from the Vantage. So if you look at the rear end of the Vantage and look at the rear end of the DBX, you can see where it took its inspiration from for its design. Covered the Vantage, and here we have the Cullinan, of course. This is the new RS7. 591 horsepower. Now this is they just released this, so they don't have this one open. So this is the new RS7, no price yet. 591 horsepower. Pre-production vehicle, see? So this is just an example of what it will look like, but it's still pre-production. I see it. So yeah, this is the new RS7. It looks mean, but I still, I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% on it. And now this is what we've been waiting for. Been waiting for this to come to North America. The Europeans always had all the fun with the RS6s. Again, pre-production. European spec. Oh, good luck. How about now? Go for it. Oh, you got it? Okay, cool. So, it's the RS6 wagon. Here's the RS fast version of this Q8. So that's the RS Q8. So that's cool. They brought out all the RS cars even though they're pre-production. But if you can see, they're all pretty mean looking. Here's another one I haven't seen yet over here. So this is sorry, go ahead. So this is a McLaren GT. So basically it's a McLaren they built. This is a McLaren they built more for touring. So if you notice, there's a lot of luggage space in the back. It's supposed to have a more soft suspension, so it's not as crazy. So see, there's actually space back here to put some luggage. They softened suspension a bit, so it's more of a grand tour. It's not as rough as a sports car ride like the 570. So it's made to be able to throw a couple of bags in and take off for the weekend. And here we have a Senna. Straight race car for the streets.
If you had an accident.
Crazy doors and everything. Look at all this crazy aero. All of that's aerodynamics, right? All through here. Someone's tired.
Dying.